After my major surgery, I was thrilled to be lazing around in bed. 2 days ago, the doctor cut away the insidious bump, and all that was left was a 1-inch scar, which hopefully would not be visible once my pubic hair grew back in. The warm quilt gently grabbed my side and helped me to sleep through the afternoon. My wife took the evening shift, watching over my recovery, and my dear mother-in-law ensured I was comfortable through the daytime. But as the days of my 1-week convalescence rolled by, I was feeling better and wanted to get up and move around. Peeing sideways into a bedpan was getting old, and I was beginning to feel helpless. I craved the adventure of entirely using the bathroom on my own. It was about the 4th day, and my mother-in-law was away in the kitchen making me lunch. I had made the decision I was going to take my first baby steps. I removed the blanket from my left side and slowly slid my leg toward the edge of the bed. Everything went well until my left leg was hovering over the side of the bed. The pain began at the point of the bandaged incision and then hit me like forked lightning, making a path throughout my torso. I used my left arm to push my leg back to the mattress, and I finally had relief. It was now obvious I could not do this by myself. I decided to wait for the evening shift so my wife could lift my leg, lowered it to the floor, and then assist me in hobbling to the warm, awaiting bowl only a few steps down the hall.
Subscribe!
About 2 weeks later, I felt totally healed and things seemed to be returning to normal. I was finally able to get around the apartment on my own. I had learned to be cautious with my movements because slight pangs of pain would bring me back to reality. I had to come to terms with not moving my midsection more than I had to. The thought of returning to my regular exercise routine, which included sit-ups, made me nervous, so at this point, slow was good for now. My brother was having a birthday party and we all piled into the car that glorious Sunday morning. Getting in and out of the passenger seat was still a chore, but it seemed workable as long as I balanced my weight away from the delicate area. Once we reached our destination, my wife got out and unbuckled our 1-year-old from the car seat. I had just opened my door to get out when the unspeakable happened. The cool air that rushed in as the door opened tickled the hairs of my nose. I gave out a hard sneeze, and suddenly my world felt like it was coming to an end. The only way I could describe it was that the doctor was again making the first cut and was ripping his way up to my brain. Another sneeze was coming, which I was trying desperately to silence. My feigned attempt to stop this action only caused a second jolt. As I sat there seeing stars, I cried out, "I've done it now. I've busted the stitches wide open. I've got to go back to the hospital." My wife walked over to my side of the car with our sleeping daughter in hand and leaned into the open door. Strangely enough, she had more perspective in these matters than I did. She had spent the past few weeks listening to me, trying not to complain about my condition. "Want me to call your brother out here to give you a hand?" she patiently asked. The thought of my brother and who knows how many curious onlookers coming to the car helped to calm me a bit. I realized that I was sore, but the pain was going away. My post-hernial incision had reacted to the sneeze as if I tried to do a sit-up, but it was too soon for that type of pressure. Apparently, the muscles down there wanted to work together, but they hadn't yet healed. It's been many years since that day, and I've learned my lesson in terms of not straining myself. I've also learned how to pace myself because no matter my abilities, even Superman has his limits.